Good afternoon. Here we are in early June 2022. Hard to believe this year is flying by so quickly. This is Bill Eschenbaugh Land Company, the Dirt Dog as I'm sometimes known. And today's discussion is about scams that we see in real estate. As the market slows down a little bit, I'm going to forecast that maybe scams become even more prevalent as those who cannot go out there and earn a legitimate commission or figure out a transaction that's legitimate will prey upon those who might be a little less suspecting. This can come in the form of emails that propose that they can't talk to you because they have this job offshore or they work in a nuclear plant and can't carry their phones in, and all kinds of crazy little schemes designed to get you to share information with them that they can then use to somehow scam you. It may be a case of trying to type a property and then take it off to others and not have the capacity to close. It may be a case of trying to write a contract on a property and somehow lead your seller to believe that they're legitimate buyers. And I can tell you that anytime we've gotten tied up with scam people, if we've ever, and we've had properties tied up by them, I'm sure, it tends to cloud the market. It takes you out of the market for 60 or 90 days while the scammer runs their scheme, and markets change, and your client might not be happy with you if you're a broker. Your property has been out, their property has been off the market because of a scam that you let in. Another thing we found in past cycles is that when we required the proof of funds from a buyer to show that they actually had the capacity to close a deal, there were actually companies writing proof of fund letters for a fee. I found one in Denver who for $33 would write me a letter saying that my company, and I had a little LLC company that had never had any assets, so I applied for a proof of funds letter for them for $1 million, which they would write me for $33, and then to really live big, I asked for a $5 million letter of proof of funds for $99, and I threw away $130 some, I guess, total. But I had two letters in my file for a company that I own that has never had any assets. It's just a little holding company that showed that we had a capacity to underwrite a $5 million deal. And we sent those to some of our lenders at the time. So just be alert to those emails, be alert to those phone calls that seem a little odd. They probably are. Be careful that you don't set yourself up for a fraudster. Be careful you don't put your client at risk because some scammer came along with a wonderful story and suddenly one of your properties is tied up, maybe even involved in litigation because scammers have no limits to their schemes and to their ways to try and get in your pocket. So just my advice, be really cautious. And I think as we slow down and people get a little more desperate, we'll see more crazy schemes. And believe me, there are lots of smart people standing in the middle of the night trying to figure out how to beat you at your game. So this is Dirt Dog. Be careful out there. It's a dangerous, wicked world. Thank you.